Hi, welcome to yoga with me, Kylie. I'm pretty excited today. We're gonna have a lot of fun and we're gonna play around with prepping ourselves to build strength for headstand. So, some props we might need is some blocks. If you don't have blocks, that's okay. Find some thick books, those can work great. If you have a strap, make sure you have a strap handy. And if you don't have a strap, a tie, belt, or a towel will work great. If you have tender knees, have a towel or a blanket available. You know your body better than I know it, so at any point in time during our practice, if you need to put that towel or a blanket under your knee, then you can go ahead and do it at any time. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start in an easy seat pose. We're gonna start with some pranayama, some life breath. I'm gonna elevate my hips up on a block. Just helps my knees feel a little bit more comfortable. You do not have to have this prop, but if you want to use it, go ahead and find yourself in that position. So, finding myself on my blocks, I'm gonna go ahead and come into Sukhasana, easy seat pose. So in Sukhasana, you're gonna take a heel in towards the groin, then take the other one in. Try to find the heels in alignment. Move the flesh out from underneath your sit bones. Begin to neutralize your pelvis, getting those lower ribs and the top of the hip bones to stack. Then from here, lengthen up through the spine. Go ahead, allow the palms to face up. And I invite you to close your eyes and go ahead and let's take 5 full deep breaths. With these deep breaths, try to free up your belly, allow it to fully expand on your inhale, and on your exhale, allow it to fully deflate. Go ahead and take an inhale for 5. Exhale. 4. 3. Two, and 1. Awesome. When you're ready, if the eyes are closed, go ahead and softly flutter them open. Thanks for joining me for that collective breath. Now we're going to go into another form of pranayama. It's called the 4-7-8 breath. It's really good for the nervous system, especially where things can seem a little hectic in life. It's a great way to help you ground, relax, and center in. So the 4-7-8 breath, you're going to inhale for 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. So I'll help guide you through this. If you want to watch, you're more than welcome to. If you want to close your eyes and just listen, either way, I'll help guide you through it. So go ahead, find your comfortable seat, make any adjustments you might need, lengthen up through the spine, keep that pelvis neutral, and on your inhale, we'll inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going back into it. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back into it. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 8. Oh, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this last round, go ahead and do it with your own count, your own breath. I'll leave space for that. And return back to a neutral breath when you're ready. Just take a moment, feel the body. Maybe do a body scan, recognize how the body's feeling. And when you're ready, go ahead and flutter the eyes open if they are closed. Welcome back. So really great breath work to neutralize the nervous system. It's probably one of my favorites when I feel like things are pretty hectic. I like to go into that. I also like to go into that when I have cravings. I always get like a 2 o'clock craving for like a Snickers. So it's a good one to do if you want to explore. From here, we're going to go ahead and begin to incorporate movement with breath. We're going to warm up the arms a little bit. Once again, keep that core integrated and keep the neutral pelvis. So let's go ahead and take the hands out to the side. We'll inhale, guide the arms up. Exhale, release the hands down. Good, we'll go ahead and do for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release the hands down. Awesome. Now we're going to go into lateral flexion. We'll move with the breath the same way. Take the hands out to the side. Inhale, guide the arms up. Exhale, release the left hand. Reach over. Keep the hips neutral, sit bones rooted down. Inhale, guiding arms up. Exhale, release, right side. Good. And we'll go for 5 on each side. Inhale. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. We'll come back to neutral spine, hands to heart center. Awesome. From here, we're going to practice some protraction and retraction of the shoulders. So it's super important to understand that, especially when we start going into inversions, understanding what the movement of the shoulders are doing. So I'm going to go ahead and turn to the side. You can stay where you're at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my arms out in front of me. Knees are going to be bent, so go ahead and unwind the legs. Bring the knees in. Arms are going to extend out. I'm going to move with my breath once again. On the exhale, pushing my hands away, rounding through the spine. Pubic bone's gonna tuck under. Inhale, retract the shoulders, lift through the heart. Maybe pelvis comes to neutral. Exhale, push the hands away. Retract. Good, one more. And come back. So now we're gonna flow into that for 10 full breaths. Hands back out through protraction and retraction of the shoulders. Exhale, protract. Inhale, retract. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Awesome. Go ahead and shimmy the shoulders out. Okay, so really great warm up. We got our core integrated and the shoulders firing. So before we go on to our hands, let's go ahead and do some wrist stretches, more like a forearm release. Okay, so hands gonna come out. We're gonna grab the pointer finger and bring it back towards us. You can rest here, elbow on the knee if you want. We'll go to the other side. Not other side, but other finger. Just go through all your fingers. We'll swap to the other hand. Again, we're releasing through the forearm. And then back. Awesome. So if you're one of my students or regular students that attends my classes in person, you know that I like to utilize the blocks a lot. They're really great. They help you open up the posterior side of your body a little bit more. Helps a little bit more core integration. So if you want to try utilizing the blocks under your hands today, feel more than welcome and free to explore that. If you're like, no, that's fine, you don't have to. Okay, we're gonna come onto all fours. I'm gonna have my blocks right here, right where my hands would be. Okay. I'm gonna go into some cat-cows, once again, exploring that protraction and retraction. Now the nice thing is now we have the floor underneath of us, so we can experience what it feels like with gravity. So on the exhale, go ahead and round through the shoulders, puff up between the shoulder blades. Inhale, retract, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, push away. Retract. Protract. And retract. Now we're going to incorporate the hips, okay? Understanding what's going on with the hips, okay? Posterior tilt here, anterior tilt here, okay? So we're going to combine the movements together into a cat-cow. Inhale, rock the hips back, reach the heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, push the floor away, puff up through the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. We're going to do 10. Inhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Returning back to neutral. From here, we're going to tuck all 10 toes up. We're going to push the floor away, lift the knees up. Try to not put the hips above the shoulders. We're going into beast pose. So we're going to go for 10, flowing with the breath. Exhale, push the floor away. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Go ahead and drop the knees, sit back towards the heels. Take the hands to chicken arms, okay? All right, so we got the core firing. Now we're gonna start going into our sun salutation for our full body warm up. You can utilize the blocks under the hands if you'd like. Like I said, if you are not into that, that's totally fine. You can do it without the blocks under the hands. If you do have the blocks under the hands, make sure they're on your sticky mat. When you're ready, take wrist, elbow, shoulder stacking with the hands down on the blocks or the mat. Exhale, tuck all 10 toes, push up, sit the hips back, release the heels down towards your mat. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and take about 3 full breaths here. Next, inhale, shift the gaze forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, true halfway lift. Broaden across the sit bones. Activate the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, guide the arms all the way up. Extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Find your neutral pelvis. Inhale, guide the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Soft bend in the knee is totally acceptable. In fact, it's probably more encouraged in this practice. So if you want to have that bent knee forward fold, great. It gets you used to that knee towards the chest. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, transition back, plank pose. Drop the knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Deep breaths. Take about 3 to 5 full breaths here. When you're ready, shift the gaze forward. You can walk forward, or this time if you want, bend the knees and spring forward to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, guide the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome. Inhale, guide arms up. Exhale, forward fold again. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step or hop back to plank. If you're hopping back, feel free to hop back right into chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Try not to wear your shoulders as earrings. Find length and strength through the shoulder. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breaths. When you're ready, shift the gaze forward. You can step forward or you can spring forward, bend the knees, keep the knees towards the chest. On the exhale, coming to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, guide the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Neutralize the spine. Awesome. So we're going to move the blocks aside now. We're going to play with some different variations and a sun salutation. So it's going to get funky. So just try to follow along with my voice or watch, whichever, and it'll be fun. All right, from here we're going to come to mountain pose. Lift the toes. Find the 4 points of contact through the feet. Arch is actively lifted, then melt the toes down. Activate the legs, stabilizing the knees. Neutralize the pelvis. Lift through the heart. Strong spine. Next, inhale, guide the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, transition back, plank pose, or jump back to chaturanga. And back to downward dog. Go ahead and take a few breaths in your down dog. Next, exhale, we're going to drop the left elbow down to the mat. Go ahead and plug into that forearm, the elbow, the hand, root down through the pointer finger mounds. We're going to inhale, rise up the right leg. Common tendency here is to dump into the shoulder, push out, find length and strength. Exhale, draw this right knee towards the right tricep, extend back, rise up, downward dog. Deep breaths. Next, exhale. Drop the right elbow down, plug in. Inhale, rise the left leg up. Find strength through that right shoulder. Exhale, left knee towards the left tricep. Inhale, extend back. Back to downward dog. When you're ready, begin to shift the gaze forward to the hands. Exhale, step or hop forward to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up. Take the left knee up towards the chest. Good. From here, take the hands out. Protract through the shoulders, push away. We're going to do 5 pulses to this knee, lifting up towards the ceiling. Inhale, guide the arms back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, transition back. Plank pose, you can go to chaturanga, hop back, whichever you prefer. Inhale into up dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Good. From here, drop both elbows down into dolphin pose. Common tendency here, once again, is dumping into that shoulder. Find strength, push out, deep breaths. Inhale, rise the right leg up. Exhale, knee in. Inhale, guide that leg back up and back down. Inhale, rise the left leg up. Exhale, knee in. Inhale, guide back up and back down. Come back to downward dog. Adjust, breathe. When you're ready, shift the gaze forward, step, or hop forward to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up. Guide the right knee up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands come out in front of you. We're going to do the 5 pulses, knee up towards the ceiling, pushing the hands away, protracting through the shoulders. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome, good job. So now, we just did a lot for the shoulders, so we're gonna give our shoulders a break. So one of the components of headstand is making sure the back side of the body is opened up. So we're gonna go into some lunging, some pyramids, some hammies, all the good things. So let's go ahead and find our blocks up towards the top of the mat, readily available. I got mine up on level 3. You can put it at whatever level you want. From here, we're going to go ahead and have the left foot forward, step the right foot back. I'm going to charge up through that right back leg, heel and pad of the foot are stacking. Okay, lead leg, knee, and ankle are stacking. From here, neutralize the pelvis. Take some breaths. If your balance is a little wobbly, think of hugging the legs together, okay, to bring balance into the center of your body. Arms will extend up. Good. Deep breaths on Janayasana. So we do fast really well, but can we slow down and stand steady in a posture? Good. Next, exhale. Go ahead and take the arms to cactus. Draw the elbows down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Head presses back. Maybe we drop that back knee down. Good. Inhale. Gather the arms up. Find the blocks. Plug the lead heel in towards the mat. Back toes tucked under. Shift back, runner's lunge. Isometrically pulling the knee and the heel towards each other. Try to keep those hips square. Take some breaths. Hinging at the hips, folding over. Try to keep this foot flexed up. Pinky toes back towards you. Good. Inhale, come back, low lunge on Janayasana. Now once again, if you have tender knees, go ahead and find your blanket or towel underneath of you. Back toes tucked under. You can keep the blocks here at level 3 and lift, or if you want, you can rise up off. Once again, try to find your neutral pelvis here. This is going to help just release the psoas a little bit better. Arms can extend up, or hands can be down on the blocks, whatever your heart sniffer prefers. Good. When you're ready, shift back, lift the back knee up, pyramid variation. Take some breaths here. Now, in this next little drill that we're gonna do, make sure you have your blocks with you, preferably up on level 3. Okay, if you don't have your blocks or you don't have blocks, that's okay. You can do toe lifts, okay? What we're gonna do is go into plugging this lead leg into the hip and pushing the ground away, puffing up between the shoulder blades, finding protraction, okay? Getting that stability to happen. Notice that as I begin to plug up, this back heel lifts up, leg hovers. I can even kick and drop back down. Exhale, pyramid pose. 3 full breaths. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, push away. Once again, the foot doesn't have to leave the ground. You can lift the toes up. Okay, and back to pyramid pose. Three full breaths. Inhale, rise. Exhale, push the ground away, plug the leg in. Back down. Bend the lead leg. Blocks can walk out. We're going to rise up, warrior 3. Once again, you can utilize the blocks for a supported warrior 3. Try to keep the toes facing down here, keeping the hips level. Square it off. Energize through the back leg, reaching out through the heel. If you want, lean hands from the block. They can come to heart center, or you can extend the arms out in full warrior 3. Whatever you prefer. Good. When you're ready, hands back down, step forward, forward fold, shake it out. Now, while you're in this forward fold, I recommend looking at your knees, because one's going to be higher than the other, and it's kind of cool to see. When you're ready, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, glide the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Neutralize the spine. Cool. Now we're going to go to the other side. So set up your blocks, level 3. Right foot forward, left foot back. Okay, rise up onto the back, pad of the foot, heel and pad are stacking. Same with the knee and ankle through the lead leg. Neutralize the pelvis. Now for some of us, neutral is going to be less neutral. So know that every body's different. Just do what feels best to your body. You know it better than I do. When you're ready, energize the legs towards each other. Inhale, guide the arms up. Breathe. Find stillness. Maybe find something to stare at that's not moving to help you keep your balance. If the tongue is to the roof of your mouth, relax it, release it, relax the jaw. Next, exhale, take the arms to cactus, squeeze the shoulder blades together, press the head back, Maybe drop the back knee down. Gather the arms forward, find your blocks. Plug the heel and the knee into the mat, shift the hips back. Lift through the toes. Don't neglect your pinky toe, bring it back towards you. Runner's lunge. Each exhale, folding over, hinging at the hips. Breathe. Inhale into lunge. Good. From here, see if you can find that neutral pelvis, your neutral. Hands can be to the block here, or if you'd like, taking the arms up. Now, the back foot, try to have it tucked underneath of you. Once again, I'll just give it a little bit of an active stretch, release, whatever. Arms will extend up. Breathe. When you're ready, take the hands back down. We're gonna lift the hips up and back, pyramid variation. In pyramid variation, think of getting your hip bones to square up to the corners of your mat. Spine is long. Take some breaths, hinging at the hips. Try to keep power in your shin, not letting that knee buckle back. When you're ready, inhale, come up. We're gonna push into the blocks, level 3. Once again, you can just lift through the toes. We're gonna do it for 3. Okay? Or push into the blocks, puff up through the spine, hover the leg. Remember this back foot, we're coming up onto the very tiptoes. It'll help you get some leverage to lift up. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid. Know too, guys, that if level 3 is not challenging enough for you, you can always make it harder. Okay, you can take the blocks down to level 2 or even level 1, whatever you prefer in your practice. Next, inhale, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, find that pushing away, plugging in, and lifting the foot or just the toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. On your exhale, find your variation of that plugging in and lifting. Inhale. Exhale, fold. When you're ready, take the blocks to level 3. Bend the lead leg. We're going to rise to our warrior 3. Get those toes to face down. Common tendency, hip likes to open up. Toes face down. You can keep yourself assisted with the blocks, or you can take hands to heart, or full warrior 3, whatever you prefer. Next, exhale. Take the hands down, step forward, forward fold. Check your knees out. Feel free to bend, release, shimmy side to side. Next inhale, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, glide the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Neutralize the spine. Awesome. So let's go ahead and take it wide on our mat. So go widthways. Find your blocks readily available. We're going to go into goddess pose, then to malasana. Okay, so external rotation of the feet, same with the thighs. Have a soft activation through your glutes. They're just going to help the femurs roll out. Okay, keep that neutral pelvis. Nice deep inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, arms to cactus, bend the knees. Soft engagement through the glutes. Goddess pose. Good, 5 full breaths here. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Take hands to heart center. Then maybe shimmy the feet a little closer. Maybe you squat down more. Now in malasana, okay, or yogi squat, if your heels lift, that's okay. It's totally fine. When I first started yoga, there was no way in hell that my heels were gonna touch the floor. So it's okay. So if the heels are up and you're balancing more on your toes, that's totally fine. Just try to find those glutes softly active to help assist with that external rotation. Elbows can come to the inside of the knees, hands to prayer. Awesome. Now we have these blocks here. If you're a tender knee person, go ahead and sit down your blocks. If you want to go that little deeper, go ahead and find yourself deeper. We're taking time moving, progressing into this for everyone that's watching. Awesome. When you're ready, go ahead and shift one tricep over to one knee. Just get used to filling that knee towards the chest. We'll go to the other side, shift over. If you're on your blocks, you can do the same thing, just lean over, reach, lean over, reach. Cool. We're going to go ahead and make our way down onto our knees. So we're all prepped. We're all prepped for headstand. So don't be too scared. It's okay. There's so many variations of headstand, and replicating that shape that you don't even necessarily have to have your feet lift up off the floor to be doing headstand. So that's the cool thing about it, is it's literally something that can be available to everybody. So let's go ahead and let's put the blocks back here. Okay. Our feet are going to come to the blocks. Now, the nice thing about having the blocks here is just going to help us have that sensation of getting the hips to stack right over the shoulders a little bit easier. From here, to measure for headstand, we're going to have the hands grab the elbows, and that's about the width you would want to go into supported headstand. Okay. Now, I teach supported just because I'm really timid about putting that much pressure on my neck. So that's what I'm teaching, and that's what I prefer to teach. So We'll come right down here. Go ahead and unwind the hands. Now hands can come to a triangle, okay? You can interlace the hands. From here, you're gonna take the top of the head down. You're gonna find the flattest point on your head to the best of your ability. From here, go ahead and push into the elbows, taking some weight off of the head. There shouldn't be all the weight on the head. We should be pushing down, maybe 50-50, maybe even 70-30 for those of us that have great shoulder stability and strength. Okay, toes will tuck under. On the exhale, push down into the arms, the forearms. Okay, toes are tucked under, knees are up. This is headstand. Good job. To build up, you can take a knee in towards the chest, then the other side. Or you can just hold. When you're ready, coming back down with the knees, slowly rise up. Take a moment. Allow yourself to reevaluate your life after being upside down. If the breath is quickened, see if you can find maybe inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4, finding a matched breath. And when you're ready, the eyes are closed, you can flutter them back open. Awesome. So that is headstand, okay? For those that are like, I really want to work on getting up. Awesome. I'm super stoked that you want to get there. So let me help guide you there. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna scoot our knees a little closer back towards the blocks, okay? Not too much, just enough to where the toes are barely on the blocks still. We're gonna measure the arms out again. Take the hands, interlace, creating a triangle. Top of the head comes down. 50-50 or 70-30 of weight. Okay, 70 more so through the forearms and the shoulders, 30 through the head. Tuck the toes, lift the knees up. Okay, so for those of you who are like, okay, I want to try getting up. Take a knee in towards the chest, scooch, scooch, scooch the foot towards the very end of the block, then see if you can squeeze the other knee in towards the chest. Holding here. Come back down. Awesome. So that is another variation of coming into it. The nice thing about having that compression and knee in towards the chest is it's going to keep you from going too far over. So it's going to keep you more forward. So more than likely, you'll just fall back or you'll fall back rather than going over your head and the scary fall, okay? So building up to that. Once again, these are all just suggestions. Do what you can. Do what feels best to your body. You know it better than I do. From here, knees closer again. Toes barely on the blocks. Find your triangle. Top of the head. 70-30. Tuck the toes, lift the knees up. Okay, one knee in, scooch, scooch, scooch. Maybe you can float a leg up. Okay, I'm not huge into kicking up because I think it can make you flail a little bit, and that's concerning to me. So if you do feel like, okay, I want to hop a little, that's okay. Just don't flare yourself all the way up. Okay, slight hop, that's okay. Keep a knee in towards the chest. This will keep you counterbalanced from going all the way over. When you're ready, maybe swapping sides. Coming back down. I'm going to take a moment, reevaluate your life. Things get flipped upside down. ready, feel free to flutter the eyes open. Good job. So that's headstand, all the prep work for it. That's a posture you're wanting to learn how to do. I personally recommend practicing everything that we did, maybe like 2 to 3 times a week, or even just incorporating one of those postures in your day. Okay, you don't have to do an hour of yoga to get the benefits or the muscle memory to be able to do these postures. A little bit goes a long way. All right, so let's go ahead and extend the legs out in front of us. If you have a strap, awesome, go ahead and find it. We're gonna plug the heels in, we'll lift through the toes, get the pinky toes to come back towards us. Move your junk from your trunk so you can feel your sit bones. We're gonna find the strap, tie, belt, towel, whatever it is that you have, around the pad of your foot. Okay. Notice that my arms are lengthened out. Okay, heart's lifted. This can be a forward fold. Let's go ahead and take some breaths here. Now remember, the muscles are a pulley system. When you contract the front side, it releases the back side. When you contract the back side, it releases the front side. So while you're here, just take a moment and look at your body and see what you can activate to help you find your forward fold a little bit better. On my next inhale, I'm lengthening up. On the exhale, I'm going to contract my core, and that will release my lower back. Bend the elbows in. Good. See if I can hold here without the strap. Keep integrity. Walk the hands down. Keep that length through my spine. Inhale and moving on the exhale. Going a little farther, bending the elbows, wrapping everything in. Okay. Feel free to pop your toes if that feels good. Oh. So if you're like, okay, rad, I can touch my toes, where do I go from here? Feel free to take the strap aside and place a block under the feet and walk yourself out more. And when you feel that you've gone as far as you can go, allow the head to fall and take some deep breaths. Next inhale, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, bend the knees. Coming into Navasana, boat pose. So with boat pose, the common tendency that happens is this. Oh, it's really hard, okay? So think of keeping your gaze where you want to go. So keep the gaze up. Chest is lifted, shoulder blades are squeezing towards each other, so the rhomboids are activating. Once again, find that soft contraction through the core, but the pelvis is at your neutral. Okay. Staying here, try to find the ankles and the knees in the same plane. Then maybe you're here, awesome. You can support, you can hold, you can wean yourself off. Arms can extend up. You can take one leg out, maybe both. Breathe. When you're ready, release. Give yourself a hug. And I invite you to find a hamstring and find yourself on your mat. From here, let's go ahead and have the knees bent, feet planted down. Gently squeeze the shoulder blades together. On your inhale, lift the hips up off of the mat. Try to keep the knees, ankles, hips, shoulders all in the same plane. equal activation through the glutes, through the core, through the hammies, the quads. When you're ready, go ahead and drop down. Let's shift the hips over to the edge of the right side of your mat. Arms will come out to a T, palms facing down. Knees towards the chest. Exhale, knees to the left, spinal twist. Inhale back to center. Realign. Knees bent, palms facing down. Shift the hips over to the edge of the left side of the mat. Draw the knees in. Take them over to the right. Spinal twist. Whoa! That was a gnarly pop. I'm okay, I promise. And when you're ready, returning back to neutral, go ahead, lengthen the legs out, move props aside. I'm going to allow this to be an open Shavasana. You can have the blocks underneath of you. Do whatever feels best to your body. If knees feels better bent, okay, if you have back issues, by all means, do what feels good to your body. Follow your heart sniffer. Okay, arms can extend out. Allow the feet to fall open. I invite you to close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Relax the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Allow yourself to be in the present moment with your body, its vibrations. The body is the bow, asana is the arrow, and the soul is the target. I invite you to slowly begin to wiggle the fingers, the toes. Maybe it's just deepening your breath, bringing a little bit more energy into your body. And if it serves you to extend your arms up overhead in a final stretch, reaching out through the fingertips and toes, feel free to do so. ready, make your way over to either side in a recovery pose. Take a moment to honor this time that you devoted to exploring the possibilities in your body. And when you're ready, allow the head to feel heavy and begin to guide yourself up to a comfortable seat. We'll take the hands out to the side of the body. Inhale, guiding the arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. It's an honor being able to share the practice of yoga with you. I hope that you were able to explore things in your body that you never have, that a light turned on, maybe of excitement or possibility. And the light in me honors, sees, and feels the light in you, because it is also within me, and in that we are one. Have a beautiful day or evening, whatever time you watch this. Namaste.